Welcome, race fans. Build it, they say. If there's not a class, bring it anyway. We'll find a place for you to run. That's what they say. So now that they're inventing new classes for rear-engine karts and putting Yamahas on the back, I found a new direction for my triple-engine kart that I haven't finished. So let's take a look. What are we gonna do? Oh my goodness! Huh! I'll be darned! How about if we put 3 Yamahas in the back? Yamaha! That's a good one! Hey, you know, really, why not finish it? I got a lot of room in this kart. Got to put 1 brake caliper in there yet. Got plenty of room between the motors. I can pulley start the center engine. I won't need this center fuel tank, so instead of the center fuel tank, it's going to get an ATV fan run by a switch operated 12-volt battery, so we can cool the center engine. And I got the choice of running this left-hand engine as an inboard, like it is right there, or I could switch it and run a left-hand drive outboard with it. Starting these won't be a problem. I will belt pulley the center engine, start the 2 outside engines with stick starters. Just going to take a couple extra people to start this thing. So I've been wondering what I was going to do to finish this. Was going to get 3 87cc Max 6s, because that's a legal class setups, but you know, at this point in time, it's a game on. You want to invent new classes for Yamaha rears? Well, there we go. Why not? I really don't need a whole lot to finish this kart. Trying to figure out how I want to run the pipes on it. I know I can run 2 across without any problem. Yamaha pipes are short, so the one I could they're modifying headers for these anyway, so I can modify my headers however I want. I can run them 3 high. I could run 2 across here with the third one on top of those 2, or I could run all 3 straight up like I'm running an 18-wheeler, blowing smoke to the sky. Hey, let's have a little fun. What the heck? It's just a go-kart, just tubing. And since I'm the chassis builder of these, if I don't like it, I just build another one. Although I said I wasn't building anymore, so there you go. So hanging back here is actually a brand new alley cat, big cat. Just hanging here with no place to go. It's all done except wheels on it. At some point somebody needs to own that. $2,800 will take that home. Yeah, things people don't necessarily realize. This is one of the big cats, so the deal with the big cat is the big cat, this one is at least 2.5 inches longer in chassis length from the rear axle to this front axle here than an original alley cat was. But because I've kicked this axle back, and the original alley cats were kicked back, they were kicked back. So even though I've got the additional leg room, I don't have a lot of extra wheelbase. I've kept the wheelbase relatively short. So this kart, even with 3 engines, this kart will turn. Now, I built this kart specifically for me. This kart has the seat moved ahead an additional 3/4 of an inch. I weigh 190 pounds. I haven't really figured out exactly how much extra weight that 3/4 of an inch moves, but it moves weight forward on the cart. Plus I'm running 2 fuel tanks up in the front. If you run the 3 Yamahas, they run on gas, not methanol, so that's plenty of fuel for those. I don't need to run a seat back tank, so you can run an ATV fan back there with a 12-volt battery to cool that center engine. But there's a lot of things to do, you know. It's going to take 3 kill switches, and then it's going to take 1 fan switch. So there'll be 4 switches on there. Still a bunch of things to do, but the hard part's done. It won't be that difficult. I got to build the center engine yet. It's got a brand new lower end in it. I rebuilt the crank, put a new crank pin, bearings in the bottom end. It's got 1 new crank half on it, so I rebuilt the crank on it. So the cylinder's already honed for the piston. It just doesn't have a piston in there and just got a head sitting on it. But won't take very much to finish that center engine up. So while I'm working on the center engine, you know, I'm working on the Harley, I'm working on another go-kart over there. There's a lot of work to do in here.
Starting to warm up, so. And then people were asking about this triple. Well, looky here. No longer has the 3 Yamahas on it. Look, what are those? Those are yellow and black. Oh, they're MC6s. McCulloughs. Look at that. That's a lot of engines. So that's coming along.